Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jirbie from Couchwasabi. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. And for today's episode of Tag Video Thursdays, actually naubusan na ako ng tag. So I decided to make it a Storytime Thursday. Thursdays is the day of the week where I normally do tag videos or challenges or anything that's more personal for us to get to know better. Okay, so for today's storytime session, I decided to talk about career, how I quit my job, and why I'm doing YouTube. So, tatlong topics. If this is something that you would want to hear about, please keep on watching. Okay, so as a background, I've always had good grades since I was very young. Bata pa lang ako, I knew the importance of studying and having good education and doing well in school. So I was really diligent. Back in college, I would always be in first or second honors. And you know, I'm just really happy to do. It's just something that I really want to do. To do well in school is something that I really want to do for myself. Because bata pa lang ako, I understand that if you do well in school, it opens up opportunities for you to get better jobs and eventually for you to be successful. We may have different opinions about it, but that's what I feel and that's what I strongly believe in. So, college pa lang ako, I've set my goals to be in PNG. PNG is like the best of the best in LaSalle. Pag nasa PNG ka, parang wow! And to the point that I didn't even submit my application for Unilever Business Week. I was invited by companies to apply even before graduating. Kasi in school, in LaSalle, if you're part of the top 20% of the batch, you get invited to those companies. And I was invited in P&G, Unilever, Globe, GlaxoSmithKline, and something else. I didn't submit GlaxoSmithKline kasi I don't want to work in a pharmaceutical company. At that time, ayoko na talaga mag-work sa pharma, sa bank. So, I ruled those companies off. I wanted to be in P&G. That's my goal. So much so that I didn't submit my application with Unilever. It's not that there's something wrong with Unilever. This is just the standard that I set for myself. I always have this all or nothing thing. Decisions for me is always black or white. Either this or that. This or that. Walang second or walang pahabol or whatever. So, I told myself, okay, I better get in PNG or I will not settle in second best. Kaya hindi ko sinabit yung sa Unilever. And good thing, I was accepted. But at that time, before graduating, I was accepted for a role in finance. And finance is not something that I really want to pursue a career in because I studied advertising. I really wanted to be in marketing. So I replied to the offer and I said, thank you for accepting me, but I really want a position in marketing. And then I think they didn't reply or whatever. So I started looking for other work. Kasi ayoko maging jobless upon graduation. Dahil sayang, di ba? Ang ganda ng grades ko, tapos jobless. So I took a work in Mega World as an accounts officer. So, after sales service siya. I really enjoyed that job. It was super minimum paying. But I really enjoyed the people there. I really enjoyed the work. And it's a stepping stone for me to have work and be in the corporate world and all that. 10 months later, I got an email from Mitchell Madison, which is a research firm. And I was offered a really high-paying job, like 3 times of what I was getting with Mega World. So, syempre, pera-pera lang, guys. Joke. I jumped into that company, and at 21, I was really doing well, I think. So, I was getting a high-paying job. I was really parang... This is just the fruits of my labor during college. Nag-aral ako na mabuti. So after 2 months of working with Mitchell Madison, P&G called me up. No, they emailed me again. And then they offered me the same position in finance. And my mom told me that I better accept it because it's not everyone that they, get back into and then hire again even after 1 year. So I accepted the offer and worked in P&G. It's the best days of my life. I really enjoyed working with P&G because it's my dream company and it's not really my dream job because I was in finance, but I really like the company. Wala akong masabi. In the Philippines, P&G I think is still the best employer. The people are great. Syempre, meron mga ibang epal, di maiwasan yun. But most of them, your mentors, your bosses, they're all really supportive. And the culture is really amazing. I remember in college, my professors or my mentors would tell me or would discourage me to go to P&G because they say P&G raw is an Ateneo company or whatever. And, you know, LaSallians would normally go to Unilever. But I really wanted to P&G and I was just happy to be in the company. And, you know, I've proven naman na hindi ganon. Marami ding mga LaSallians, they're not really into school politics. I think, yung mga school politics, UANP, it's so childish. After college, parang stop na. Tama na yung mga ganung rivalry. Focus on more important things, right? So, in P&G, it's the best company that I've ever worked with. The pay is amazing. The benefits are amazing. Imagine at 22, I think, I already had my own car. I was paying for my own car. And those opportunities are not common, right? And I'm really grateful for the company to give me that opportunity. And I've worked with P&G for 4 years until I decided to focus talaga on marketing. Marketing is what I really want to build my career on. And I've been spending 4 years with P&G and nasa finance pa rin ako. And although I'm good in numbers, my grades are really good, even in math and everything. Kaya siguro nila ako tinanggap. I really wanted to be in marketing. And at that time, I asked my boss kung mapupunta ako sa marketing. And he told me, or she told me, frankly, na it's not that easy. So, I have to wait a couple of more years, and then, you know, you have to be part of the top tier to be able to transition to marketing, blah, blah, blah. And I realized, no, I don't want to spend 2 more years, and then, what? Hindi pa sure na mapupunta ako sa brand. I wanted to be in brand. So, I decided to quit P&G after 4 years, and I entered a local pharmaceutical company, which I had a marketing manager as a position. So, at that time, I was handling a mineral makeup brand, which I really loved. At that time, hindi pa ako marunong mag-makeup. I think that was 25 ako noon. Hindi pa ako marunong makeup. So I had to learn. I had to enroll myself and learn. So I will be able to represent the product that I'm going to handle better. So yun, I studied makeup and then marunong na ako mag-makeup and I learned a lot about mineral makeup. I think for 2 years, 2-3 years, I handled that brand. At that time, when I entered the local pharmaceutical company, I set myself the goal na I'm gonna be staying here for 2 years only as a stepping stone to become something greater. So, after 2 years, good thing, meron ding opportunity. I was hired by Avon to be their regional. I was handling Avon's regional marketing role. So, it's a really big role. I handle the entire Asia. I handle China. Basta, it's a seven countries in Asia where Avon is. I forgot na kung ano. And I was really, really happy with that role. Parang at that point, I told myself, this is it. This is the role that I've been dreaming of. At 28, I was 28 then, I think. I got that role and I was really happy and I was just so grateful to be in the company. Kasi it's a multinational and it's the position that I want to be in. And it's a regional role. It's something big. Hindi lang siya parang sa Philippines lang. It's total Asia. So, syempre, at Avon, if you get a nice paying job and a regional role, there's too much on your plate. But I really love it because I really love stress. I thrive in those ano. Basta if I'm in something that I really, really like, I really don't mind the stress. And I work really hard on the things that I really like. So, kahit na nagkakasakit ako every day, like 9 out of 10, I'm sick. I was coughing and sneezing and blah blah blah, go pa rin. Pasok pa rin ako, guys. Kaya lang, with that company, I've met this very, very horrible boss. Don't get me wrong, she's like really smart and I look up to her because she's really grabe. She's so smart. Like, I always joke nga to my colleagues na, I only have 1/4 of her brain. I'd be like a genius kasi she's really smart. Kaya lang, I don't know, pero we just clash. Or, I don't know, I really don't know, pero hindi kami nakakasundo. Although she's my boss, you know, I try to do the things that she wants. Kaya lang kasi my personality, I speak up a lot. So, if I see something na parang hindi masyado okay, I try to tell her. Kasi that's how we are in PNG. We, no holds barred. We just tell, alam mo yun, whatever. Communication in PNG is very open. Like, the subordinates are not really shy to open up to their bosses or their mentors. So that was how I was trained for the first 4 years of my working life, and I think most of the things that I do in running my business now and how I am in working is because of my training in PNG. And it's really good kasi very straightforward, very honest. You just think of ways to do it fast, more efficient. That's how we do it. Sadly, in Avon, it's a little more traditional. In my opinion, working in Avon is a little more Filipinized or parang medyo backward siya. It's a multinational company but it doesn't perform as international as they should be. Kasi ang dami pa rin bureaucracy within the company. I remember having one expense approved in marketing takes so much time. Hindi ganun sa PNG. It's just so fast. Like, you know kung sino talaga ang ka-approve by definite SLA na kung ilang days lang siya dapat para ma-approve agad. And you can see everything online. I mean, not online, in the system. So, you know kung nasa stage na siya, kung na-approve na ba or hindi. And the managers in PNG works so fast. Kasi I think lahat is super workaholic. And I like working in that kind of environment. In Avon, although it's a multinational company, parang napaka-Filipino na siya. In a way na parang sobra yung bureaucracy. Like, having one paper approved would take, 2 weeks? Parang, hello? Walang sense of urgency. So, anyway. Going back to this boss, let's just call her Diane. So, Diane has been with Avon for like 10 years, I think. And, you know, she's really good. She's really smart. She's been assigned to different countries. She's that good. And she was my boss. And everybody's just so scared of her. Kaya lang, I'm not really scared of bosses. I just tell her whatever I think, so maybe she doesn't like some of the things I say, whatever. Maybe she just thinks it's plain stupid, I don't know. So basically, my days in Avon, although I really love my work, is really a torment. Because, you know, it's really hard to deal with a horrible boss. Kasi yun yung makikita mo everyday, and, you know, you have to please your boss and all that, blah, blah, blah. Basta, overall, I left the company because I wasn't happy with my boss, although I loved my work. And I remember at the time, my mom was so worried kasi, you know, I've been an overachiever ever since. Tapos biglang, I just quit my job and wala akong work and, you know, everything and all that. Maybe it's just too much for her or something. I remember she was just so worried na baka ma-depress ako or what, and, but, you know, no, I'm bigger than that. It's a decision that I've thought about for like days and probably weeks, and you know, I told myself the pros and cons na okay, if I was offered to stay and, you know, have a reshuffling and get to be in other bosses and all that, kaya lang I realized na, you know, sira na kasi yung relationship, and to be honest, it's hard to move up the corporate ladder if hindi mo kasundo yung boss mo. That's just the truth. Kahit gaano ka kagaling, if hindi ka gusto ng boss mo, you wouldn't be recognized, right? It's common sense. So, I didn't want to work so hard para hindi ma-credit yung mga pinaghirapan ko. So, that's my main reason. That's why I had to quit. Luckily, another opportunity arrived, and since quitting Avon, I started my own company. Well, not my own company. I started doing things. So, I do my own thing now and earn from it. And, you know, I do online retailing and I do marketing consulting. I consult with some small brands. And you know, it has kept me on for what? I think I've been doing that for 2 years now. And which gave me more time and made me start my YouTube channel. So actually, I quit my job not really for the right reason. Kasi quitting your job because of your boss is not really the best reason. That's what I know. Kaya lang, if you're in that situation, it's very different. You would, parang if you hear it from your friend na, oh, I hate my job, I'm planning to quit, you would probably tell him, oh wow, kasi sayang your position and all that shit. But if you're in that situation, it's very hard. It's inevitable talaga. Na parang, it's just pure torment every day. I remember pa nga, we went to Thailand kasi it was a business trip. On the last night, lahat ng tao, lahat ng colleagues ko, nag-night shopping na and all that. She didn't let me. Grabe talaga. And, you know, this other boss can see my, hard work and all. The other boss was really kind to me. And I was wishing na, ay, sana siya na lang yung boss ko. Anyway, whatever. I quit the job and I'm happier now. You know, this video is just to share with you my career, why I quit my job, and why I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's not meant to inspire you to quit your job if you hate your boss. You have to weigh things out. Kaya ba kung nag-quit ka? Do you have enough money? Do you have enough savings to go on for like 6 months na walang work? Do you have a back plan? It's not easy to quit your job, especially if it's a high-paying job and if you're living independently. I was just lucky to be able to find opportunities as I go along and to be able to work things out. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. It's just a chatty video because it's story time. And, you know, I enjoy sharing bits and pieces of myself with you guys. Don't forget to leave some comments if you have questions about this video, about me, about, you know, career advice or whatever. I'm so free to talk. You can reach me through my Twitter, through my Instagram, through here, anywhere. I'm online most of the time. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit thumbs up. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And I'll see you in my next video. That's going to be on Saturdays because I upload 3 times a week now. It's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I guess that's all for today. Bye!